What's going on, guys? Out in the shop today. It's my red F-250 here. Not really working on anything today. Just kind of cleaning up, organizing. I shot a little YouTube short with the new pliers, so I thought, well, maybe I'll do a video of the toolbox. Mine's nothing special. It's really just a beginner setup. It's older Craftsman series grip latch box. You can see here. It's a nice box though. I've had it for years and years. I originally got the main piece here for my dad. He got a new box. Then from there, bought the side box off a neighbor. He had a garage sale, which is funny. He just happened to have the box I needed. And then this top one, found it on Facebook Marketplace. The guy just had the top box. I didn't pay much money, so I don't really have too much money into this box setup. Up top here, up here, got a snap-on half-inch drive torque wrench. Open that up real quick, if I can do it one-handed. Just a click style. But it's nice though, it works good. Camera's messing up here. Next, I have a long flex head ratchet. This is a cobalt one. I used to be a diesel tech for a couple years, so this is great for just doing drain plugs, filters, stuff like that. Never broke it. I'm not sure what the length is. I think it's like 24 inch. It says flex head. It's cobalt. It's been strong ratchet though. I've stood on that thing, never broke it. Next one here, it's the Easy Red, 3/4 inch drive, and it extends too. This thing is really nice. If you want a nice 3/4 ratchet and you don't want to pay like the snap-on price per se. Next up here, just some cheaper pry bars. These are the nice ones though. They're the USA made ones. I picked those up when Sears was going out of business. Got them super cheap and they work good. I like them. Next is a cheap grabber tool. I forget where I got it from. I think it's like a hyper tool or something like that, but it works awesome. Nice positive grabbing ability, if you will. But it works good. Up here, just got a magnet, some old emblems, never got rid of. Just like they look kind of cool, I guess. Over here, just some miscellaneous hardware, IPR valve, or part of one for a 7.3. This first drawer isn't really exciting. These are kind of nice though. These are the old Craftsman Professional Robo Grips. I think they came in a pack, so you got the two big ones and then these small ones. So if you ever find those online for like a decent deal, I'd say pick them up. They're nice. One of the things I didn't really think I'd care for too much, but the more and more I use them, I like them. Some snap ring pliers. These are all right. You can switch out the ends, but they're kind of chunky, kind of big. Don't know if I highly recommend those. Couple individual sets there. This is kind of nice. This is for doing or grabbing the hose clamps. So you can ratchet it down, it will hold it. Let's see if I get that all in frame. Well, those are nice. Next drawer, I got some screwdrivers. These are some cheaper ones by Vessel. I got those on sale. But they're nice set, kind of just what you need there. Got some Mayhew picks here. Those are just all right. Same with the scrapers. They're pretty decent for the price, but nothing. These scrapers I'm not too crazy about. But they got a striking cap on the end. Same with the picks. You don't really need a striking cap on the picks though, but. Over here, this is one of the Milwaukee demolition screwdriver, I think. I mainly just use it as a straight pry bar, if you will. Over here, just a number 2 Phillips. So, prying tool for, I think it was for drum brakes originally. Here's some specialty stuff though. This is for, I forget where I got this from. Rosewood Diesel Tools. Now this is for doing injector cups. So you got this one, it's like a tap on the end. You put this down in there, and as you turn this, you lock it down, you turn it, it'll start pulling the old injector cup out. Then this is the new one for pressing the new ones in. And these work good. I had to use them, got them just to do the injector cups on this truck. Did those a few years ago, but those are a must-have tool. If you're doing the cups, that is. Next drawer, this one I kind of cleared out, but it's just all punches in there. These aren't anything special either, they're just Harbor Freight ones. I like to get a set of Mayhew or even the Snap-on ones next, because like I said, I mean, they're all right, but definitely, I mean, if you're looking for just a cheap set to get you by, those will work. Next set is electrical. Got a cheap multimeter there, test light, electrical tape, or liquid electrical tape. Grease. These torches are nice. Got this off the Matco truck. Test light. I think that's a Matco too. Yeah, Matco as well. Some crimpers. These are actually pretty good. These wire strippers. Those work well. Nice, sharp. Then these are nice too. These are from Blue Point. That's a part number there if you need it. For crimping the ends on. For doing the, like building a harness or something. That will focus. But yeah, these work nice, and they weren't super expensive either. Some of these shrink wrap tube things, they got the solder on the inside. Those are all right. Kind of quick, easy repair. Next drawer is most of my Milwaukees, not all of them. But you got the 1/2-inch drive impact. 3/8 gun is nice. It's still kind of on the bigger side, but it's got a ton of power though for what it is. A couple batteries, Sawzall tool. Impact driver, I like this thing. This thing works awesome. Whether you're working on vehicles or something at home. Another typical drill. Truck's kind of beat up there. But that works good too. Over here, I think it's just all ratchet. Yeah, pretty much just ratchet straps. Some miscellaneous wrenches, polar tool. Here are my lights. I got a couple of these Snap-on puck lights. These work nice. Magnets work good. Nice and bright. Oh, get in frame here. Got a super cheap bore scope camera. Wouldn't really recommend that. This is just one off Amazon. I used it for one job, but the picture's not very good. It's just kind of whatever. I used it just for one thing. These headlamps are nice though. Got these in a 3-pack on Amazon. Super cheap, bright. I just got one pair in here, then the Milwaukee stick light. This is for the M18 batteries. It works all right. Next drawer, some grinder stuff, Sawzall blades. This kit's perfect for that impact driver. So you got a bunch of different pieces on there. Definitely recommend the driver and then this set, or at least something equivalent to it. These are some of the drill bits. Don't really recommend these. The impact driver seems to mess those up pretty quick. Some other drill bits. These are pretty nice. They cut good. Over here is my main socket drawer. And most of these aren't anything special. Like this set, these two sets, all Capri tools. But if you're looking for a good budget-friendly socket, these are pretty hard to beat. They come in a big set, all the extensions and everything with them. Over here are some of my swivel. I think those are Matco if I remember correctly. These are those cheaper Husky ones, and they'll work. They'll kind of get you by for a little while. Here are some old USA 1/4-inch drive sockets. I don't have a complete set. I'm kind of missing a bunch of them, but don't use those too often. Over here is a couple specialty ones. Like I said, I used to work on heavy truck, so we had a recall. I can't remember what it was for exactly, but we needed this. I think it was for, I want to say something on the fuel bowl, but honestly it's been so long I don't remember. This is for the bell housing bolts. It's a Matco swivel, 1/2-inch drive, 5/8. Like this one socket alone I think was like 60 bucks or something. Versus you can get like this whole entire set of Capri ones. Then a couple of the Capri impact swivels. And these are alright. I've had to warranty this one a couple times, the 1/2-inch drive. The Milwaukee likes to break that. I haven't broken the 3/8 one yet though. Next drawer down, got a 1/4-inch drive, Snap-on torque wrench. It's another click style. I don't have any of the tech ones, but those are really nice. My brother's got a couple sets of those. Over here I got a bunch of the adapters, O2 sensor. This is a nice set from Husky because it comes with all three. You got the 1/2 inch, 3/8, and 1/4, but then you got them in the more stubby short. Work great on that driver because then it kind of turns it into an impact, so you can run sockets. There's just a Craftsman 1/4 inch drive. Then most of these ratchets are just the Capri ones. So I got both sets of, if I get in the frame here, let's see if I show them. But I got both the sets. So you got the standard wrenches or ratchets, and then I bought the flex head ones too. Or they come in a 3-pack, so you get this one's a 3/8, that one's a 3/8, 1/2 inch drive. Then you get the 1/2 inch drive on, 1/4 inch drive one. These are nice, but for the price, those are really hard to beat. Over here, this is a gear wrench set, which I like this set quite a bit. It's cheaper. The sockets are nice, so easy to read. They come in a little tray, which I wish was more of a case so you can grab it and kind of go. But that's all right. It's Milwaukee electric ratchet. It's an older one. It's a little chunky, but it works good. Then these are some extensions. Over here, I got some short extensions, but these are like the wobble ones. Kind of nice. Over here are pretty much all my metric wrenches. So I go down to, I think that's 7. No, that's an 8. I think I'll go down to 7 though. Yeah, 7 all the way to 32. Now I'm not brand loyal, so like that one's a Tecton I bought for a job. Then these are Husky. These are Proto though. These are really nice. USA made, anti-slip. Oh, if I got it going the right way here. But yeah, these are nice. Definitely recommend those. Then I got your standard ratcheting wrenches. These are Blue Point reversible. Goes from 8 to 19, I think. Yeah, 19. Those are nice. Recommend these. And over here, my brother just gave me these. These are the Capri thin wrenches. I haven't even used them yet. These are the Capri flex head ratchets, which I don't know if they even make these ones anymore. The flex head ratcheting wrenches, these are nice. And they got like the teeth at the end for like the anti-slip, whatever. Not a complete set. It skips. It's only kind of downside on these ones. But you got the main sizes you need. Then these are just some stubby Husky ones. Nothing special. They came with another set. And this is a 13 because I lost my 13 Proto, so I replaced it with just a chrome Tecton. But once again, pretty budget-friendly tools. This is all my standard. So once again, got the Capri flex head ratcheting. Not a complete set, but it's nice. It's got all your main ones. Got some of the stubby Husky ones. Tecton, some old Craftsman ones. These are miscellaneous. A couple Proto ones. Line edge. This is a whole set from Tecton. These are pretty nice for the money. But that's a complete set, no skips. Goes up to 1 inch. And goes down to 1/4 inch, I think. Yeah, 1/4 inch. And the tool roll is nice. It hasn't fallen apart or anything on me. I don't use too much standard anymore. On heavy trucks you do. But I go up to, I know I go up to 2 inch, but I don't have them in the box because they don't fit in these smaller drawers. Which is kind of a downside of these boxes. But next drawer, kind of my plier drawer, nothing too exciting here. Only thing worthwhile are these big Knipex or Knipex, however you say it. These are awesome for like doing big filters and everything. These I just did a short little video on them, check it out. Well, these are awesome. Kind of these will be my go-to ones now. And these are nice too. If you're looking for a good set of needle nose ones, they got good reach. See if I get that part number in there for you. These are nice though. I kind of prefer the Knipex over the snap-on stuff, but the rest of these are just kind of whatever. Like Craftsman, Husky, Crescent. I think these are like decent cutters for whatever. Junk electrical drawer, more test lights, zip ties, wire, battery cable kind of end. This, I used to have more air tools, but my impact went out. I use electric for the most part now anyways, so I just kind of threw that one away. I had more of these angle grinder or die grinders, because it's nice to have a few of these where you can have just the different ends on there, so you can just grab it instead of having to swap it out every time. Bolt cutters, just because why not? This is kind of cool. I've used this, or I tried to use this when I was working on the truck. I ended up doing a different route, so I didn't really use it. but it'll punch a hole, and then it'll put a kind of like a crease in your sheet metal. So if you're trying to replace maybe like a panel or something. So it's a nice tool, just kind of didn't work for what I wanted it, or what I was doing with it, or kind of more or less just went a different route. Then air truck, air hammer bits. I used to have an air hammer, but it broke. This is for airing up trucks, heavy trucks. Some different ends, different wheels, air truck, whatever. Next drawer down, got one of the hot rods. Actually works pretty good. Here are the different ends for it, so you can kind of bend them to fit whatever you're doing. But it does work well. I can do a video on that if anyone's interested. 3/8 snap-on torque wrench down there. Just another click style, nothing fancy. And this, I bought it used. It's a, let's open it up. There's a part number and everything for you. But this is for manifold drill, if you got to drill out the manifold bolts. Haven't used it, kind of hope never to actually need it. I bought it used, I got a good deal on it. It's like the whole jig and everything. Below that is a big tap and die set from Gear Wrench. Don't remember what I paid for it, but it's like the complete master set, if you will. Definitely cheaper than some of the other ones out, and it works all right. It's fine. Kind of get you by in a pinch if you need to. Put that back down. All right, moving over here. Kind of clean this drawer out. It's more of my hex, any of the hex tools, and some of the big adapters going from like 1 inch to 3/4, 3/4 to 1 inch. This set's all right. It's from Husky. I actually need the standard set more than the metric. But that's all right. Then some miscellaneous big sockets, like this for truck lug nuts, 33 mil, 3/4 drive. And that's just a Tecton. I mean, I've used this thing pretty well over the couple of years. Never had an issue with it. This was for, it's a 36 mil. I can't remember what I used it for exactly. Like filters on a Detroit diesel, I think. Like the cartridge style filter. Then if you got a Super Duty like mine, you'll know what this is. If you got to do like a rear, I bought this, both of the rear wheel seals were leaking, so I had to buy this. And this is a, I think I just picked it up from like O'Reilly's or something. I don't remember the make, but whatever, it worked. Like a performance tool or something. Down here, just pipe wrenches. Don't use those too much. Same with these adjustables. These are kind of just whatever. Don't really use them too often. Empty drawer, because I have been cleaning out, so I've been kind of reorganizing these a little bit. Next one down, kind of a catch-all drawer. Like trim tools, squares, box cutters, scissors. This box cutter's kind of nice. Milwaukee, the fastback style. It's kind of cool. Down here, just another total junk drawer. Some miscellaneous hardware. Chain if you're trying to do like, trying to hold something up, file, brush. Some duct tape, can never go wrong. Now the big drawer, this used to be in another drawer. It's just a cheaper Craftsman set. It's got all your hex and your torques. And I just took the lid off of it, but now I find myself like grabbing this and going, so I wanted to keep it as a kit instead of like a, or like as a case instead of like a tray, if you will. Down here, this is a nice tool. It's a Gear Wrench. It's for the serpentine belt stuff. So if you're trying to replace your serpentine belt, got different sizes there, squares, crow's foot, ratcheting. I could do a video on this if anyone's interested, but this works well. Down here, just a Craftsman 3/8 set. It's an older USA one. Not a very desirable set because it doesn't have too many pieces, and it's just standard, which I don't really use too much anymore. But I like these old Craftsman, that will focus, USA. These are nice. These are nice. So this is, I wish you could still buy this stuff. Down here, I think it's a puller tool. Yeah, just a wheel puller, cheap one, just for like pulling steering wheels and stuff. This is a snap-on coolant system tester. So this is nice. If you have a coolant leak, you can pressurize the system, try to figure out where the leak's coming from. Then this other one, probably don't really need as a homeowner so much, but is for your vac system. So if you wanted to, if you drain your coolant, oh, there's one of the cups right there. But it's for your coolant. You can vacuum and refill it. This works really nice, and it's a Matco one. I think Snap-on one's got one too, but it's probably double the price. So I would say just get that one. Cup for just a grinder, just because it fits right there. Put some of these back now. So most of my cases are in there. The low molded cases that are kind of annoying to store. It'd be nice if I had like a locker or something, but I don't do this full time anymore or nothing, so I'm not too worried about it. Even if I got to dig through the box to get one thing. Over here, hammers. Nothing too exciting. I will say these Wilton ones are awesome though. This is a 4-pound, and it's small enough, but you can still get something moving if you have to. Smaller ball peen, which this is nice. Brass one. So those aren't kind of, you know, they're hammers, right? Over here, total junk drawer, markers, paint markers. If you're doing a PM on a truck or something where you got to record the tire depth, this is what you use. So put it on there. No, then you can write down what the tread depth is. I don't really use that anymore. Once again, working on trucks, you can kind of use that. Chargers, another one of the headlamps. So kind of whatever, catch-all drawer. This is kind of like oil filter stuff. Oil filters, these are nice though for like if you just want to grab an oil filter. This is a cup I use just for the Honda. It's for the Accord, the 2.4 liter. If you need to know the part number there. Cotter pins, battery ends, just for cleaning up the terminals. This came with my set of wheels. It's just a breaker bar, if you will. Nothing special. Oh, this is something if you are doing PMs on large trucks. It's for the fuel water separator. There's a if that will focus on there. But yeah, if you're working on like pack car stuff, you'll need one of these. I think I just bought it on the Snap-on truck, but it's a it's a Lyle tool. Haven't used that in years, but still remains in the box here. Empty drawer, so a little more space here. Then all kinds of random stuff, different fasteners, snap rings from whatever. Really, I could probably throw away a lot of this stuff, but you just never know, right? Down here, cheap heat gun, Milwaukee light, which this works good, but it's kind of more of like a construction carpenter type tool. Like if you're working in a room, it's just kind of too big. Maybe if you're underneath the vehicle, but then can kind of blind you. Extension cord, small bottle jack, which this having a small bottle jack's handy. Then outside of the box, I got a few things, just some brake clean, some Slide Glide. These holders are from Harbor Freight, just for your gloves. Back here, charger, airline. On the other side here, I got my Matco Creeper. I ordered it, I thought it was gonna be bright red, but it's this darker red, which kind of actually matches the truck, if you will, kind of, maybe. Then Mayhew, one of their longer pry bars, I don't remember how long, but it's kind of skinny, it flexes a lot. My brother's got the Snap-on one that's like 7/8 thick or something. That's the one to go with, because that will flex a lot. It's can be kind of annoying to use. But yeah, this is my box here. Definitely a budget-friendly setup. Somebody who's maybe just getting into the trades, you can still find these boxes used. I see them on like Marketplace for a fraction of the cost. And really, if anything, I would just maybe buy this one and use it as the as maybe your tool cart, if you will, and then buy like a bigger box to put in the corner. At least that's how we did it in the shop. We'd always have a tool cart, and then your big box would be in the corner. I had already owned this box, and I had the top and the bottom already, so this was my big box, if you will. But it's good if you're looking, you know, budget-friendly tools, just starting off, or maybe you don't want to pay all the Snap-on prices. A lot of this stuff is good. It works well, and you're not in debt off the truck for the rest of your life. However, my brother over there, he's got all the Snap-on tools. So he said if this video gets 100 likes, we will go through his, which if you're a Snap-on guy, this is definitely the setup you want. You might not have the boxes yet. He's looking for a box, but the tools are where you're making money. So you definitely want to invest in the tools before your box.